Alright, so this is going to be the next video in the series. So, last episode we went through industry a little bit. We mined from the asteroid, we turned the Veldespar into tritanium, and then we turned the tritanium into civilian afterburners. And then we pretty much ended there. So this episode we're going to be salvaging, but we're just going to go mining first, right? Making mountains of molehills 4 out of 10. I have just the thing you want, so we could accept this mission. This is going to be the industry career path and the business career path. Well, we won't accept 2 missions at a time. We'll keep it simple. Basically, we got our new ship last time, right? We got the Venture. So Sky Dragon's delivery. So we're able to ship the ship that we currently have, right? This one. We don't actually need the ship anymore. Well, for mining anyways, we could go to the right here. We could click on fitting. And then we could go to the item hanger, and we could drag the miner off of this ship. Then we could put the 125mm railgun back onto the ship. And then he still had his ammo in here, so we could fill the gun with the ammo. So now the Iblis is a more combat ship. He's got 2 weapons again. And then for the ship hanger, we could just go to the ship hanger here, the Venture. We could double click to unpack the Venture. Then we just double click to pilot the Venture. So there we go. Now the ship that we have selected is the Venture, right? We're piloting it. It changed the ship we were flying. So now we're flying this one. So now this is going to be a better mining ship. So now you can go to your inventory, right? You go to your miner, you could drag your miner onto the Venture here. So it's got 3 slots. It's got 2 turret slots. Okay, so you can put the miner over here, I guess. That'd be the main thing. Then you could even put a gun over here. Yeah, so we'll actually take the 1 gun off of the Iblis. So we don't actually have too many guns yet, right? So we don't have to keep it on here for now. We can just drag these to the item hanger, and then maybe the ammunition as well. So we could always take them off of the ships. And go to the item hanger of the Iblis. We could take the iron charges. We could actually drag it into the inventory of the Venture over here. So now it's been transferred from this ship over to this ship. So now this ship is holding the ammo. So now I think we can double click the Venture to fly it. Oh, yeah, we'll just go to the ship hanger. Oh, you go to the ship hanger here, and then you double click the ship. So there we go. Now we can put the 125mm gun onto the ship, and then we can put the ammo onto the Venture. So now the Venture could defend itself. And then maybe we can get a salvager. Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe we could do both of these missions at the same time. So we go to the business career path. So we just need 1 black box that doesn't really take any inventory. Granted items, civilian salvager, rewards 1 Venture. So we could accept both of these missions, the industry and the business career. So now we just need to go destroy a ship. That shouldn't be too hard. So now in our item hanger, we received the civilian salvager. We can drag it onto the Venture. We should be able to equip all 3 of them. Perfect. Then we can put the civilian afterburner. We could equip that onto the Venture. And the expanded cargo hold, we don't really need that at the moment. Yeah, so that's everything. We just got the afterburners, and then the miner, and then the gun, and then the salvager. Now let's go complete these missions quick, so we can hit the undock button to undock from the station. So make sure you have the ammo in the Venture. You're gonna need your ammo. So now what we could do on the left hand side here is we could say balancing the books. We could set the destination. Oh, it's pretty far away. Is it that far away? Location, set destination. Yeah, I guess it is. Yes, that's alright. We could just jump through the gate. We could complete this quest. And then we're going to have to come back here anyways. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. And then it's going to tell you to warp to a location. So that's alright. We could just go on the Venture. The Venture should definitely be able to handle this task anyways. And then we could just come back and then mine, and then you could maybe look at your skills and think about everything. Because mining, we could mine a full inventory of Spar. That would help us with constructing all of our ships and everything we will need to build later. Yeah, it's definitely mining is a really good way for a new player, especially because it gives you time to just sit and look at everything and try to figure out everything. So we just right click the name in the top left, jump through these start gates. So we're gonna have to jump through these start gates a whole bunch of times. Maybe we'll just come back after we have jumped through these start gates. Alright, so we just jumped through the last start gate. So on our left here, we can click warp to location. So the quest objective was, it said to go and salvage a ship. Then you had to destroy any pirates on the way. If you found any pirates hanging around, kill them. So yeah, the agent, the quest at will tell you exactly what to do. I don't think you could get really lost in the career agent missions. So basically an acceleration gate is going to be here. There's going to be no enemies here, right? So you have to click on the acceleration gate and then you hold with the left button and drag up and then activate the acceleration gate. And then your ship will actually activate. So the acceleration gates, they look really cool. Then your ship will be launched out to another area of space. So a lot of the times they'll have different pockets like that. So basically here's the ship you're supposed to go towards. So you could double click on the ship. And then your ship should start going towards it. You could do the afterburners. Then you could also target the Garista rookie if you want. You're supposed to take him out, right? Yeah, I said you're supposed to. You could shoot him, 125mm railgun. So you should be able to destroy him. Optimal range 16 kilometers. So maybe if you're getting too close and you can't hit him, you might want to back up, but we'll see how it works. So this thing we're going to want to lock on to the cargo, I believe. And then we're going to want to salvage the cargo. So these buttons on the bottom here determines what you're using. We don't need the afterburner anymore. We're not really moving anywhere. We're not going to be able to hit the enemy. Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, so basically your ship's going to be here trying to salvage this other wreck over here. It's going to fail a lot. Yeah, because we only have the civilian wreck. So considering we're not going to be able to hit him because we're way too close to the enemy, we're just going to deactivate the gun and just wait for this item to be salvaged, hopefully. We successfully salvaged it, so now we could actually open it, right? We could just click on an item in space as well. We just left click and then drag up to open the cargo. Can't access it while it's being guarded. Alright, so we do have to destroy this guy first. So maybe try shooting him again. So it's just with these rail guns, if you want to be around like 16 or more, the closer you are to these ships, the less you're going to hit them. So the optimum range would be around 16 kilometers. So you can see we're already hitting the enemy more. Before, when we were right beside the enemy, we were missing all the time. But now that we've distanced ourselves, we're actually hitting the enemy a lot more. There we go. So now it's not being guarded anymore. So we go loot the enemy if we want. Might as well activate the afterburners. And then to reload your ammo, you just right click on the ammo and you say reload all. There we go. And then you can loot from the ship. Then the cargo hold, it shouldn't be guarded anymore. So you just click it here on the right hand side, right? You can just left click on the things and then open cargo hold. Same with all these, you could target it or open it. Basically we looted the black box we needed for this quest, so we're all done here. So the Venture actually does do it pretty good. Then we can click set destination. Now we're just going to have to warp back to the system again. So you already warped through these 5 jump gates before. Now you just right click here and then jump through the star gate to jump through another 5 star gates to go back where we came from. And then we still have lots of time to do this mining mission, so depending what the next business mission is, Because it might tell us to build something as well, right? If it tells us to build something, we might as well just go out and mine. So I think we'll just do this one Stargate jump, and then we'll just cut it until we get back to the station again. So we'll turn in the quest and then see what the next quest is. Just right click, then we jump through the gate again until we get back home, and then we right click on here, and then we just dock. Then we just dock up to go turn in the quest. Alright, so now we're back at the station again, right? So now we go to the industry career path, or maybe it was the business career path. Yeah, click on the business career path, and then we could complete it, and then we get another venture, just in case we lose our venture somehow. Then we get more standing increases with him. Then we could request a mission to see what he's going to ask us to do. So we need to mine the ore from it and reprocess 333 units of titanium. So another mining mission, granted items, +1 civilian miner. Rewards, you'll be granted the reprocessing skill. Okay, perfect. So it's a really good thing to do the business one in between the industry one too then. So we're granted a second civilian miner. Right, so we could put that right on the venture. That's actually going to double our mining speed. So that's actually perfect. So we go here, we could go fitting for the venture. We go to the inventory. We could just drag the metal scraps here, I guess. Then we go to the item hanger. So we got a second miner. So we could unequip the ammunition and the gun. Then we could equip the civilian miner and the salvager. I don't think we need the salvager for anything on here anymore. So we could just go back to the Iblis then. We might as well just equip it, right? Might as well just put everything there so our ships are always ready. So we just put the Gatling gun back on the Iblis and then the ammo back on him. Then I'll probably click on the venture and transfer your ammo back to the Ibis. There we go. So now your Ibis is all set to fight again. So now you go to your ship hangar. And then our venture is all ready to mine. So we don't really need anything besides these afterburners and 2 miners on him. But I believe it said there was going to be pirates at that other place, right? So there's going to be pirates over there. There's going to be pirates over here. So I think we're supposed to lure him out, right? Mine the ore from it and reprocess. So we're supposed to destroy him. Where's this place at? Well, they're basically at the same place. They're both in the solar system. So what we could do, we could just undock. Then we go mine some stuff, and then if a pirate shows up, we could come back in the Iblis. Or if a pirate doesn't show up, then we could just keep mining there. We could just go between the 2 mining sites. They both in the same system. So look on the left here, warp to location, warp to location. So both of them are indeed in the same system. So let's start with balancing the books.
Self-drive active.
So we're just gonna sit there and mine ore for a bit. We're gonna let him attack us if he wants to. He can take our shields. And then when we actually redock up at the station, our shields will be repaired. So it won't actually matter if we get jumped at this point by one single pirate. Actually probably teach you that you can get attacked in this game and you probably won't be destroyed. So now that we arrived at this destination, we go to mining here. We could click on the asteroid Valdespar. We could lock on to the target. Oh, and then for these guns, we could right click on them and we could how do we group them? Drag this over to it. Anyways, we could click the mining guns to start mining the Valdespar. So now it's going to go a lot quicker than one mining laser. We have 2, but also I believe the Venture is better at mining. So wonder why we already mined the Valdespar. So if you go to the ore hold, it's separate, so we could hold 5,000 M3 of ore. So we could hold a lot of ore here. In the Venture, it's decently tanky. So we just need to mine titanium. So we're going to show the info of the venture. The traits, 5% bonus to mining yield. So the venture already is going to have a extra bonus to mining yield. And then reduction time in gas cloud harvesting. Roll bonus plus 100% bonus to mining yield. So already just out of the box, the venture is going to have a 100% bonus to mining. And then plus 2 to bonus warp core stabilizers. So that's going to help when you are trying to run gates and escape from people if you don't want to get caught by the enemy. So basically he could just sit here and shoot us. I think he just started shooting us. So I guess the thing you could do to learn early is you could actually click on the station, any station in the vicinity, right? You right click on it, you click align to, and then your ship will start aligning to the station actually. Then if you hit the stop button, your ship will stop moving. So now you're aligned to the docking station. So if you were to teleport out of here, you'd actually warp out pretty much instantly. Like if you're facing this direction, then you went here and you said to dock, your ship would actually have to turn around in the world, and then it would take you an extra like 5 seconds or 6 seconds, which could mean the loss of your ship if you're not careful, right? So if you're aligned to the place that you're planning to warp to, then your ship will actually warp out a whole lot sooner. So you can see the shields are doing alright. So we could even look at this guy. We could show information about him. So he's a wanted Grista pirate description. So you can read the descriptions too, right? This fighter is for the Gristas. It is protecting the assets of the Gristas. It may attack anyone it perceives as a threat or easy pickings. Threat level very low. So if you were to destroy this ship, it has a bounty of 3,000 ISK. So as soon as you destroy this ship, you'll gain 3,000 ISK. Basically, yeah, destroying enemy ships gives you ISK. And then still you can look at the attributes to see what kind of damage this ship deals and what their armor is. So if you wanted to attack this, you'd want to use kinetic damage, because it doesn't have any resistances against kinetic damage. But EM damage and explosion damage, it would have resistances against them. So I won't go too much about the ship information or anything. We're just saying you could examine the ships and show info and see the bounty of it. Close that window a little bit. You could look at the ships and see what they look like and watch them shoot at you while you sit here and mine your Veldespar. And then you could right click like anywhere in space and then click on look at my ship, and then you'll just look at your ship again. Yeah, so how much ore did we mine? 603, so we didn't really mine too much. We had about 6,000 Veldespar. I mean, I guess that actually is quite a bit. So you can see how mining could take a while, but there is actually mining upgrades to help you mine faster. Oh, and we're just using the mining laser 1. Oh, the civilian miner 1. Alright, so we want to get a miner 2 preferably. Miner 2 would be the best thing. Oh, it shows you how much it gets. So 14 M3 per 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds it'll get you a little bit of Veldespar. And then the miner 1, so 97 every 60 seconds. Oh, it shows you the M3 per second. 1.6 M3 a second. And 1.4 M3 a second. Cool. So eventually you want to get the miner 2, but you're going to have to train your skills to get that. And then also on your cargo hold, I guess since we're going to be here for a bit, we could right click on the cargo hold, track hold bay, track the ore hold. So now it'll show you a good representation of how full your ore hold is. And we could even inspect it. Inspect the asteroid Veldespar, right? The most common ore type in the known universe. Veldespar can be found almost everywhere. It is still in constant demand as it holds a large portion of the much used titanium mineral. Available on 1.0 security status solar systems. You click on attributes. You could say volume is 0.13 units per process. So we found that. We could only be processing lots of 100 at a time. And the industry, it shows you what it reprocesses into. So it turns into tritanium. So we did take the Veldespar rock and then we did turn it into tritanium. There we go, our shields are still doing really good, right? It hasn't even done half of our damage. So basically we just need to get all this titanium and stuff. Do we have to kill the pirate? Oh, no, it's a check mark, so we could just get the titanium and go back to the base. Well, we'll just sit here and mine for a bit, right? Doesn't really matter. Our shields will hold up. This would be a good situation to sit here and mine for a bit. If you weren't really looking for anything to do, and then you could actually just sit here and look at your character tree and then try to plan out your character tree and then wait till your inventory is full. But do watch your shields, right? If your shields are down here or something, then you just go to the right here, you right click on the station, then you click dock, and then you'll dock up at the station, and then all of your shields will actually be repaired. So as long as you keep your shields up, you should have absolutely no problems. Eventually you will get a shield booster, so you will actually be able to regenerate your shield a lot better. Actually, it does regenerate automatically. As your shield gets lower, it regenerates faster. So if the pirate ship doesn't do enough damage and our shield goes low enough within the perfect radius, then our shields regenerate faster than it should damage us. So essentially, we might be able to sit here forever without the pirate ever destroying us. So it does make it really good. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to destroy the pirate. You don't have to destroy him. You just sit here and mine Veldespar. And then look around at the options here, right? If you're confused about all these things, you can start looking at them. Click on the wallet, see what the wallet is. Get confused by all of that. So we'll look at that later, because we're not making it complicated. But you can look at the regional market. You can browse the regional market, and then look at all the different things here. See what different items there are. But don't complicate yourself by looking at all the items, planning out your ships and everything, right? Like if you're looking to make turrets and bays, if you're looking at all the different types of things, if you're looking at the projectile turrets and the auto cannons and the small, medium, and large, like, geez, what are large cannons for? Don't even worry about it. What are medium cannons for? Don't worry about it. What are small cannons for? Don't even worry about it. Why is there so many of them, right? Why is there so many different types of cannons? But you can just ignore those for now. Basically, we're gonna close all of these. We won't need these at the moment. All that we're gonna deal with is just blueprints. Basically, we're just gonna go to blueprints if we want to make a. Where's the projectiles? Yeah. Oh, ammunition and charges, right? So we won't go too far into the market. We're just trying to confuse people now, but it is super simple. So there's the 3,000 ISK we got for destroying one of those towers before. So in the blueprints, well, let's just look at the same thing. Ship equipment. We're looking at turrets and bays, right? Turrets and bays. And then we're looking at projectile turrets. We're looking at small. So now it looks a whole lot simpler, right? Now there isn't a whole bunch of them. It's just the exact same thing, right? If you're in blueprints, if you're looking at shipping equipment, if you're looking at turrets and bays, here there's only 3 different things you have to worry about. But if you're all the way down here looking at the actual shipping equipment, trying to get all the items for your ships, you're going to be going down here and you're going to be like, small. Which one do I choose? So that's why these videos are going to keep everything basic. So there's only 3 options. There's not 20 of them. And same with these ships too, because actually we're going to be able to make all of our own ships. So we go to the frigates, the Caldari frigates. We could say we could build all of these ships. We do need quite a bit of money to build these ships, but if we build them ourselves, then feel a lot better about yourself. And then you'll be able to learn a lot easier about the industry too, right? Because we're not worrying about all the different items in the industry. All we're worrying about is just the basic items. So that was just something a bit more complicated to try to delve into, right? And then look at the other things, but we're still mining here for a little bit. You can see ore hold is 2,000 out of 5,000 basically. So we got 289,000 ISK. So the ISK, don't worry about that. Don't worry about how much ISK you're getting mining. The thing you're worrying about is how much titanium you're getting and how many things you're pulling out of it. So for the things you're going to be building, you won't actually need that much resources. You're not going to need too many resources. These little resources you're getting will be exactly enough resources you'll need to build the items for you that don't have to work. Don't try to build millions of items, trying to sell items on the market. You're just going to confuse yourself. So we'll come back when the inventory is full. So, right, you can see our shield's at 73%. 72%. So at the 73%, it seems to be the perfect spot where the shield can regenerate more than the thing can damage us. So we could sit here and never die. So you could go continue to look at these things. So we're gonna end the clip right away, right? We're ending the clip. You could just I'm just putting one final thing where you could say, look at all the agency windows. Try to look at these things. Just look at the buttons and explore them. Look at your skill tree. And look at all the different skills you have, right? Try to figure out things, try to read them and see what they do. And look at all the different things, like if you're trying to get into missiles, because we're in the Qatari, you probably want to look at light missiles, show info. You'd be like, how do I get light missiles? You need a missile launcher operation to train. So like, well, I would like missiles sooner than later. So then you take never put it here. Oh, missile launcher operation level 2. Yeah, so if you wanted it sooner than later, then you could just drag missile operation 2 up to the top, I believe, right? Yeah, you could use the scrolling wheel. You could scroll up to the top and then just put missile launcher operation up to the top. And then you'll be training missile operation sooner. And then you can start training light missiles. It's actually the thing that you didn't even know while you were playing this game, while you were doing all these missions for all these agents, is probably that you only had like 30,000 credits, but now you have 1.6 million credits. You're mining more credits from this asteroid, essentially, than all the missions. Yes, once you turn in these missions, you're probably going to get another like 1 million credits, right? This will give you over 500. Memory processing skill. So there's so many things to look at while you're doing all this. So many things to figure out about the game. Alright, yeah, and then we'll probably end it there just because the video is like basically 30 minutes already, right? So we're mining the asteroid. We've probably 50% full. Yeah, we're over 50% done already. As soon as we mine the rest of the asteroid, we'll go back to the station and then we'll bank all the minerals. So, the career agents, not sure where we're going to start the next video. For now, I think we're just going to mine out this one. Maybe the next video will be turning in the quest and then we'll go mine out this other one to complete the other quest. And then we'll all be done these two quests. So there's the end of the video. So we weren't trying to make the end complicated. We were trying to keep everything simple. I was just saying, while you're mining, you're going to have nothing to do. And if you know absolutely nothing about the game, right, you're going to want to look at these at some point to figure out what they are. But do not look too far into them. Do not worry about them. The rest of the videos, we're keeping them simple. These are just things for you to do, right? Because the videos, if we weren't making them complicated, we wouldn't have looked at them at all. But you will want to look at these while you're trying to mine here. Later, we'll look at these and we'll see what all the windows do, and we'll look at the regional market a little bit better, and we'll look at industry a little bit better. But for now, we're still keeping it super simple, right? I don't think it has been complicated at all. I think everything has been pretty straightforward. Although they are a little bit long videos, that's probably good to have the long videos. And then later, I'll go through all the videos, and then we'll make a short video. And we'll probably just like take pictures and then just have a presentation, and we'll just make a thing like these are the skills you should learn at these levels as you're getting into the game, and then these are the things you're going to have to do. This is what we did. And then we'll also have this long version just so people can look to see everything that you have to do Yeah, 'cause I know people are just gonna want to watch these short versions. Like, tell me everything in 10 minutes. Tell me everything about the game in 10 minutes. But then there's gonna be other people that are like, show me how to do everything the long way. So huge, long explanations of everything. So now coming back to Eve next time, the super simple way to. Now we're gonna have to figure out something else super simple.